guys, how are you doing? How have you been? Hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to be doing an exciting video. It is exciting for me. I have been seeing people do this video, and I also saw Dima do it. Dima Ume, if you watch her channel, she did it, and I just loved it. I was like, wow, this is a nice idea. I just totally forgot about it until I saw Yeychi did it this morning. I was like, oh, I think I need to do this again. So guys, if you want to, I'm going to be doing a first tag video, a first time tag video. That is the first time I did some things. This first time tag is me answering some questions on first time I did some particular things. So I'm excited about this video. I don't know if you're excited as I am. So I have a list of questions. I have a list of first time questions that I have here with me in my diary. I'm going to be reading them out and I'll be answering them. There are a lot, but there are a few that are peculiar to me, and I don't want this video to be long, so I'm just going to be fast about it. So the first question I have here is the first app I check when I wake up in the morning. The first app I check when I wake up in the morning, not like when I just wake up like this, the first app I check, no. But for me, the first app I log into when I wake up in the morning has to be, it is two actually, but the one that I know is very common is WhatsApp. The other one is MixLR app. It's an app for where people listen to podcasts and people. It's an app where people listen to podcasts and broadcasts. So I go there to listen to a message, but most of the times the first app I go log into when I wake up in the morning is WhatsApp. Not when I just wake up, I open my eyes like this, but the first app that I go to visit in the morning is WhatsApp, and then I check Instagram and then Twitter, and sometimes it might even be 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. in the evening before I even remember Facebook. I'm telling you, but WhatsApp and Instagram, top notch. The first Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook post. My first Instagram post, I'm sure it has to do with my logo, my brand logo, Keklan Confectionery. I'm so sure. I'll try and check. No, I don't think so. No. There was also a time I remember I posted a picture to Instagram. It was a picture of me in our conference ground at Ibadan. I took a picture. I think I was wearing a lemon green top. I'm not sure, but if I find the picture, I'm going to put it here. So I'm sorry, guys. Then Twitter. I don't know the first thing I tweeted, but I'll go and check it and put it here. Then for Facebook post, probably what I posted was maybe, I think, a baby picture. I can't remember. I think it was a baby picture I posted. I'm just going to look for the picture for the post, and I'm going to put it on the screen so you guys can see it. So that's that. So first makeup item. The first makeup item I ever had, although I wasn't allowed to wear makeup. We were not allowed to wear makeup in my house, but I think this is a general thing. The first makeup item any lady will have is this lip gloss. Seriously, I think that is something that is common and general. It's a lip gloss. When we were in school, I think SS1, that was when I started putting lip gloss. And even if we did not have access to lip gloss, I'll put this Vaseline on my lips just to. So I'm sure that's oh my god, top nipper. I hope this phone will not be disturbing like this. I think I should put it off. Where was I? So I think the lip gloss is a general thing that girls generally add as their first makeup. Then what else? Then I think a mascara. Yeah, I can remember when I was maybe SS2, my sister, my immediate younger sister, she used to like using mascara. So I think she gave me, and then I'll put mascara to my face. And guys, it was just horrible. I'll put mascara to my face and I'll just smear my face anyhow. That was then. So that was my first makeup. The first time I ever got into trouble at home and school. That home, I always get into trouble. Not because I'm troublesome. I wasn't even troublesome while growing up, because I'm the firstborn, and my house, we are kind of quiet, and it was when we grew up that I started doing idiobon. We didn't even do trouble at all. But when I was at home, I'm sure the thing I did that got me in trouble was maybe stealing Milo, stealing milk. You know, when you go to the table, to the dining table, where there's the milk, the Milo, and then you scoop it into nylon and tie it in your bag and take to school, and then your mom finds out. Something like that. I think that is it. That's it. Or and again, then I get into trouble at home if I beat my younger ones. So just I beat them. I mean, yeah. But then at school, I was really, really calm and cool. You know, the cool kid of school that everybody likes. So I don't get in trouble in school. But I think the time I got into real trouble in school was when I had a fight with someone, and that was in SS3. I was the chapel prefect, and I was very calm in my class. Like, what happened was I just got to that area then, and I didn't make have a lot of friends then. So, but I had few friends. I had people like Kayode, I had people like Josie, I like Omoto Ibotope, you know, some of my friends. So I don't fight. I don't even talk to people that much. I'm always on my own. But there was this time during the assembly period, there was a lady that I think she was in SS1. She's supposed to be sweeping our class. Is it no, the back of our class? Behind our class there was this I don't even know what to put it. There was the back of our class. She was supposed to be sweeping it, but this lady didn't sweep it. So I now told her that, why didn't you sweep this place? But I don't know, she was sharp being rude, because most of them were like this small girl. How old was I there? But like this small girl, let's say being a prefect, something like that. So she didn't sweep it, and then what happened? I think Turayo, I carry Lemo Turayo. She was also my friend, and we're in the same class. Turayo liked to abuse somebody. She used to prove that she's there. She'll be flexing muscles. So Turayo now slapped the girl, I think on my behalf. I can't remember. She slapped the girl on my behalf. I was sure annoyed. I wanted to, of course, I was just annoyed. That what's wrong with this girl? You just be flexing yourself as if your head is there. And the girl is in SS1. That was the first time I got into real trouble in school. And what happened is becoming vague. But something shall happen. The two of them, Troy and the lady, started fighting. Then people came and then they separated us. I mean, separated them. I wasn't really involved in the fight, but I was like the cause of the fight, because I was talking to her. I was like, why are you talking to her like that? Blah blah blah. Me, I cannot fight. I cannot do anything. So they shall call. I think they called the girl and then they suspended her. No, they did not even suspend her. Then the teachers called her. They already knew that Dorcas, Ishola. No, knew me as Olaoluwa. Then they were like, Olaoluwa Ishola. She's a very gentle girl. I'm a pastor Nicoleja, because I don't even talk in class except to answer questions. I don't do anything. They all know me as this cool girl. So they all of them used to like, I'm a pastor Ishola, like that. So they shall flog the girl. The teachers, they flogged the girl. Then when we were going home in the evening, in the afternoon around 2, this girl went to William in the market with her street gang friends. Oh my god! So we're just going, we're trekking. We can take transport home, but then that day we decided to trek whenever we're like plenty. We are in the gang, we are my some friends. So I remember that they were just going. That's why she just saw me coming with my friends. I was like, hey, she just came out of the road, back down. It was even a main road, not like bush, main road. She just came and back. Her mother, I remember her mother was selling pepper by the roadside. Her mother was just taking mouth, blah 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 blah. You are the one who couldn't get me, come my daughter. But I was just stunned. I was just looking like, hey, God, they beat me still. But what's going on? What's going on? That's like how they just step out, go, macho, oh yeah. He just step out. I was like, never. What do you mean? What is King Company come? They shall everything. The girl shall did not fight me. That's why the next one they just carry the news to school down. They slam her 2 weeks expulsion. I be in suspension. They slammed the girl since then. She see me. Do you know how funny enough? Before I left the school, me and the girl eventually kind of became close and friends. She used to call me auntie. Ah. The first time I was allowed to put on makeup, like I said earlier, my household we don't use makeup. Like we don't use makeup like that. So the only thing you can do is maybe to sneak and then put powder, white powder on your face. So first time I was allowed to, I think maybe when I got to school, and then I was allowed to own I was not even allowed. I just bought it in the market. This is it Dark and Lovely? That powder then that used to have like 3 layers. I have one wet foundation that you blah, blah, on your face. Not like that. I think that was the first time when I gained admission into school. Yeah, sure. First YouTube I subscribed to. I can't really remember, but I'm sure that when I got introduced to YouTube, I used to come to watch a lot of recipe videos, and they were supplied by, I mean, they were videos uploaded by CCME. So I watched her a lot. Then I didn't even know anything about YouTube. I was just like coming to look for things and just to pass time. Then later on, I started seeing Dima's video. It would just pop up as suggestions. I think she was, then there's this particular woman too, I think she's in Ghana, Sweet Ajeli or something, I can't remember. So but I'm very sure that if there's any YouTuber I subscribe to first, it has to be CCME, then maybe Dima. Yeah, then I used to come and watch videos of how to crochet hair too. So there's, I'm sure there's a particular lady, she's dark, she used to crochet, I think Seun, I can't remember the name again. Seun, she used to, I mean, hair particularly, how to crochet hair. So I'm sure CCME is the first person I subscribed to. Sha. So first time I went shopping on my own. The first time I went shopping on my own, it has to be like, when I say shopping, like real shopping, then it has to be during my NYSC. Yeah. Prior to that, I've always, when I was still living with my parents, or when I was in the university, if I see 1,000 naira today, I'll keep it. I'll run to the market, go and look for one thing to buy. So that was not like shopping. It's like small going to market to buy things. I used to go alone because I love going alone. I don't even want to shop with my mommy. I thought, hey, it's problem if you shop with my mommy. I think it applies to all African mothers, all Nigerian mothers. So the first time I went real shopping was during my NYC. If I collect money, there was a time I collected money and I was like feeling fly. I went to the market, wrote a long list of things to buy, went to the market, shopped for things. Yeah, most of the other things my mom buys them. So my first car. I don't have a car yet, but I would say that the first car I drove, should be a Honda. Yeah, I was trying to learn driving then, but now I still don't have a car. God can use it to bless me, So my first celebrity crush. Well, I used to have a lot of celebrity crush. I have so many. But I think back then in the days that we used to watch movies, the first, maybe all those period that Emeka Ike, Genevieve, they will act film, or Motola, all those kind of movies. But I think my first celebrity crush should be Jim Ike. Yeah, there was a film of him I watched, Jim Ike and Genevieve, Power of Love. Hey, oh God, I cannot even forget. I used to be like, hey God, Jim Ike. But ever since then, I've had series of celebrity crushes. I've had John Dumelo from Ghana. I've had a lot. I beg, a lot. I've had a lot. If I tell you some of the celebrity crushes I have, well, they're just crushes. I beg. So then, okay, my first cooking experience. I think I am the firstborn and we are all girls, so I cannot say particularly when I had my first cooking experience. I'm sure along the way, line I must have been, like my mom must have been telling me, okay, go and boil water, go and do this. But I'm very sure that the significant cooking that is the first I've done must be maybe to make eba. I'm sure. Maybe before I did. But when I got to school, when I got admission in 2011, 2012, that's when I started really cooking. I was staying alone in the hostel. So, but prior to that, I was cooking, but I cannot specifically say was when I started cooking like that. So, then my first crush, I think I already said that. Okay, that was my first celebrity crush. My first crush was I can say the first person I remember crushing on was my English teacher. I can't even remember, Mr. Fash in St. Abitus College. Yeah, Mr. Fash was my English teacher. I just liked him, and it was a childhood crush. My first cell phone. What cell phone did I use? I can't remember, but I know that I used two phones. One was Nokia 3310. Did I use that? Yes, I did. No, I did not. It was my dad that used Nokia 3310 as at that time. My first phone was Triumph. That was my first dad's phone. But my own first phone was Nokia I think 66. My mom, was that my first phone? I've had series of phone. I had a lot of phone when I was growing. I mean, as at that period that people were still just having phone. I used like 3 phones. I used one phone like that. I don't even know the name. I don't know the name. Seriously, it's all this China phone. Those tiny that used to do that used to sound like that one. Then people used Triumph at that time, but I did not use Triumph. Oh my, it was my dad. Then there was this multi-leaks phone that came out. Then I didn't use it, but one of my people used it. One of my family used it. But I remember that phone, this particular one that I said I don't know the name. That phone, the network would just go like this for 3 days. You will not see it. I beg, those are times. But I remember very well that one of the major phones I had was the Nokia C6. Yeah, 66 or C3. 66, I'm sure. I'm going to look for a picture and put it up. So, my first ever date. Like I said, when I was in school, I never had a boyfriend at all. Both secondary school, I never had a boyfriend. Even in university days, let me say I don't do boyfriends. Let me put it that way. So dates, I don't go. I'm a kind of person that from the things I've had, up till when I went for service year, I never trusted going out with men because I realized that I was the pastor's kid, and whatever happens, I mean, with any shitty things goes wrong, it's a whole lot of things to deal with. So I tried as much as possible not to go out with any person. One of the reasons that affected me that all through my school, all the dinners that my colleagues had that they went out for, I never went for it because I just didn't trust moments like that. I've seen enough and I've had enough for shitty things to go wrong and shitty things to happen. So I didn't. So I could say that my first ever date was maybe during my service year that I felt like, okay, I'm old enough, nothing can happen. Like, was it even during my service year? Yeah, I don't know, maybe yeah. But I don't go out on dates with men. Now I can go out on dates. But that was because I can say what the major thing was. I was like a teenager and an early adult all through my secondary school and university days. So I just did not want to take chances. So I did not go on any dates. So my first fear, I'm sure that most people's first fear is darkness. Even when I was little, I remember there was a time that I was little, we were in Lagos, and then I had to use the toilet and there was no lights. So so I had to go because the way the house was structured in such a way that the sitting room, there's the kitchen to this side, then there are rooms to this side, then there is the bathroom and toilet to this side. So you have to enter a room, not like a room, you have to enter like a passage. When you enter the passage, the toilet bedroom is in, the toilet is there. So I had to open the door of the toilet, open the door of the passage because I was scared of the darkness to stay alone. And my friends were like, close the door. I used to be afraid of darkness, so but now I beg, I'm grown. So my first internet activity should be opening a Facebook account. I remember when I left school 2009, when we were done with our work, I and my friend Dunsi, we went to a cafe, Meadowline Cafe in Akungba. We went to open a Facebook account. So that should be my first internet activity ever. Yeah. Then my first job. What was my first job? I'm sure it's teaching. That was when I left secondary school and I did not want to waste away. So I went to a private school owned by one of our church members to teach, just to pass the time, you know. Then my first language, obviously Yoruba, then English. So my first piercings, I don't have any piercings. I don't have any. My first pet, I hate pets. I don't even like pets, like dogs, cats. No, not me. I don't like pets. My first swear word, I'm sure I got it from Emeka and Jim Ike in their movies. It must be shit, man. I mean, growing up then, that was the kind when we watched movies like that. You know, Emeka and Jim Ike, they were like the big guys that came from abroad, and they were like, shit, man. I'm sure that's like my first word. So first word, shit, man. My first thoughts today. What was my first thought today when I woke up? Okay, someone woke me. I told someone to wake me up because I did not want to miss a service online 5:30 a.m. So I told the person to wake me up. So when she called me, the first thought that came to my mind was, oh, she's calling me because of this service. That was the first thought that came to my mind. And after that, I stood up, observed the prayer, and after that, what thoughts came to my mind? That was the first thought that came to my mind. Like as I just wake up like that and I saw a message, I was like, oh, it's time for the online service. So that was it. So my first toy. What was my first toy? I can't even remember, but I'm sure it's a baby doll. Yeah, all these plastic baby dolls that used to do. I'm sure. Yeah, that was my first toy. Yeah, and then all these cars, small car toys. I'm sure that was my first toy. Then my first YouTube video, definitely my intro video. Yeah, you guys can still go and watch it. Yeah, I'm going to leave the link in my description box so that you can watch my introduction video. So my online profile picture, I don't know, is okay. My online profile picture, my first online profile picture has to be Alicia Keys. Yeah, that was on Facebook when I opened the Facebook account. I remember uploading a picture of a vehicle. You know, then now we're just learning Facebook now, so we don't know much. We just upload any picture. I'm sure even you, when you open your Facebook picture, you put the picture of maybe a car that you fancy or a house. I know. So when I opened my Facebook account, I think one of the few pictures I posted was a baby, very cute baby, Alicia Keys, and then a car. So Alicia Keys should be my first online profile picture on Facebook. The first book I remember reading, I don't know, I don't remember reading any book. Must be all those textbooks, English textbooks that we do buy from nursery, or when I was growing up, then the Bible. Yeah. Then the first movie I remember seeing, I know that all my life, I mean, all the time I was growing up, we used to see Lion movies. That was all what we saw. It is only when maybe I go to, maybe on TV, they show all these Nollywood, Emeka Ike, Jim Ike that was talking about, and that was if they just show it on TV. But the movies that we particularly watched was Zion movies. And then I remember that when I got to the first proper secular movie that I can say that I watched proper was when I was in after school, after writing my YX 2009. I went to see my friend, and then she played Fire Impossible for me and Three Idiots. Those were like the first adult movies I watched, but the other ones, they were just like Monzayo movies, and then maybe all those small Jim Ike and Emeka Ike movies and Genevieve movies that just show on Silverbird or Galaxy TV. Yeah, then so the first person I talked to today has to be my mom. Yeah, my mom was the first person I talked to today. Was she? Yeah, she was. She was. Then the first person I text when something exciting happens. So when something exciting happens to me, the first person I text has to be my sisters. We have a group chat. Whenever something exciting happens to me, or even something now is, making me to feel down as happens to me, there I just take my phone, I text on them on the WhatsApp. This is what happened. So ask me my friends. Oh my god, I hope this video is not long. Okay, the first text I sent today. What was the first text? The first text I sent today was to Sister Mercy. I told her, yes, I'm awake and I'm online. I think, yeah, on WhatsApp. She was the first person I text today. The first thing I do every morning, when I wake up is obviously open my eyes. Okay, let's be serious. The first thing I do every morning when I wake up is to take my phone and check the time. I want to be sure of the time I woke up. So when I check my phone to see what time it is, then I go online. I have a program I do in the morning. I go online. Apart from the new one I wanted to be doing now, there are some series of programs that I follow online early in the morning. So yeah, but sometimes I wake up very late, maybe like 7, and the whole family must have been done with prayer, maybe due to I slept late. So the first thing I do is when I wake up in the morning is I pick my phone, I check the time that I woke up. I need to check if it is fully charged. Because sometimes we have lights overnight, so just check if it is fully charged. That's what I do first thing in the morning. Then I do my devotions, of course. Before people come to me and say, child of God, Pastor Shai, did not do devotion early in the morning. I do my devotion, but the first thing I do, as a matter of fact, is when I wake up, I check my phone to see the time, and if my phone is fully charged. If it is not fully charged, then I know that lights did not come overnight. So that's just it. Then the first thing I do when I get home, what is the first thing I do? Of course, I think the first thing I do when I get home is to pull on my sandals, and then make my wig. Yeah, sure. The first thing I do is take off my sandals, take a glass of water because the outside might be hot and I might be feeling dehydrated, and then maybe pull off my wig. Yeah. Why did I first go to a party? Funny enough, when I first got to a party, like a party, and I was confident in going to that party, I was not feeling bad because I don't go to parties. Now I can go to parties because I feel like I'm not matured and I can take care of myself now. But then I used to fear parties because of all so many bad things that we used to hear. If, you know those mobile films that I used to watch, where it's like if you go to party, they will introduce you to drugs, to this thing, you get drunk, you join bad gang. Where do you even want to party in my house? I don't understand. Where do you want to party? I think the few birthday parties I went to was when I was little, in Lagos, and I can still remember this party very well. Then I had a friend. Her name is Kike. I can't remember her surname. Majekodumi Kike. So yeah. No. That's Majekodumi Gloria. Kike. I can't remember her surname. Sha Kike. I went to a birthday party. That's like the birthday party I can really remember vividly in my head. Then the first party that I can say is a proper party that I went to was Opeoluwa's birthday. And because we organized the birthday at Crisolo Hotel in Akungba, so I was confident in going because we were just like maybe 13, we were not even up to 15. And we were just girls, boys, maybe 4 or 2 or 3 guys. So I was confident that this is we. Nobody will poison my drink. Nobody will, The fact is, the way we grew up, we had like the way we grew up and the kind of things we were told is that people are very wicked in the world, and that for girls they might want to rape you and then they can like poison your drink. So all these kind of things it made us so scared that I find it difficult going to parties. Like I said earlier, even all the parties that we did in my school, I did not go to any. So when did you have your first sleepover? I don't do sleepovers. But the first time I had my sleepover, it was not just a sleepover, it was like a proper visit. It was when I traveled to see my friend Okweoluwa in maybe 2018 or 2019 after our service year here. Now then I went and I think I spent like maybe 4 or 5 days. I can't remember again. I don't do sleepovers like that. First time I got into a fist fight, I think I already talked about the first time I got into a fist fight. It was not if okay wait, I got into a fist fight I think with one of my classmates. Yeah. And I actually tore her dress, her shirt. But then she got punished because the thing is, most of the teachers, if you tell them I did something, they won't believe it. Like I was that cool and they really liked me that much. So it was Bami Tale, yes, Tale. I tore her clothes with force. And I think it was because I wanted to shift my table. I know it was the kind of school that we use we call it locker. You have your own table and you check yourself. I wanted to move it forward, but she was blocking me somehow. She was out of the line and then she just blocked me somehow. Then I think it turned into a fight, and she and her gang, she had 2 friends, and they got into a fight with me. But they were punished because teachers think I'm cool, so I'm cool. So guys, that's the end of my first time video. Oh my god, I think this video is too long, but I'm going to try and edit it and make it very short for you guys. So I don't want to take much of your time. If you still have some questions that you want to ask me, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'm going to read them and I'm going to answer your questions. Or if there are kind of bulky, I can make them into a video. What do you guys think? So enjoy your week. I love you so much, guys. Please do not forget to subscribe, comment and like, and also share to your friends. Let's make this family a large one. I love you so much, guys. Take care.